All right, we are going to solve 3 subtraction problems together. I'm going to solve this first one, and then the next 2, I'd like for you guys to get your whiteboards and we're going to solve it together. So our first subtraction problem, we're going to be focused on unbundling so that we can solve these subtraction problems. So our first problem is 122 minus 80. So I have my hundreds, tens, and ones charts here, but what number am I going to draw in my hundreds, tens, ones chart? Am I going to draw my 122 or am I going to draw my 80? Yeah, I'm going to draw the 122. Remember, we only draw the 122, our first number here, because this is the whole. We know that this is one part, and then our answer will be a part, and those 2 parts come together to make the whole. So when we're solving a subtraction problem, we only draw the whole. So in order to draw 122 in my hundreds, tens, ones chart, I'm going to draw 100, 2 tens, and 2 ones. Remember to keep our numbers lined up so I can look across and see this is 100, 10, 22, 122. All right. So now we can start subtracting. We always start subtracting from the ones place, right? So the ones that I am subtracting is 0. Can I take away 0 ones from 2 ones? Yeah, I can. And look, we've already done it. We don't really have to change anything since we're subtracting 0. So our answer here is, 2. A little hard to write today. There we go, 2. Okay, so now we have to subtract our tens, right? We're going ones, tens, hundreds. So the number here we're subtracting, the tens, how many tens are we subtracting? 8, 8 tens. How many tens do we have? We have 2 tens. I don't have enough tens here to subtract. So what we'll do is we'll unbundle our 100, and in its place, draw 10 tens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, got 10 tens here. So now altogether, I have 10 tens and 2 tens, that's 12 tens. Can I take away my 8 tens now? Yes, I now have enough tens to do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tens. How many tens does that leave us with? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't have any hundreds left over because they were unbundled and put over here. So the answer to my problem of 122 minus 80 is 42. We found that answer together. Awesome. All right, so for this problem, we're going to work together. So the subtraction problem this time is 174 minus 56. Go ahead and draw this on your whiteboards and also draw out our hundreds, tens, and ones chart. I'll give you guys a few moments. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Okay, so now that we've set up our problem here, what number are we going to draw in our hundreds, tens, ones chart? Yes, we're going to draw our whole, and our whole here is 174. So in order to show 174 in our hundreds, tens, ones chart, I want you guys to go ahead and start doing it on your board while I do it here. All right, I've drawn my 174. I showed it by drawing 100, 7 tens, and 4 ones. Okay, so now we've set up our problem. We're ready to subtract. We always start subtracting from the ones place. Here's the number I am subtracting. and this is our ones place. What digit is in our ones place? A 6, so we're subtracting 6 ones. How many ones do we have? We have 4 ones. I need 6 in order to subtract. Do I have enough ones right now to solve my subtraction problem? No, I don't. So what should I do? Unbundle a 10. Yes. So I'm going to come over here to my last 10, and I'm going to bring it over to the ones place and unbundle it. So in its place, I'll draw 10 ones. All right, I'll give you guys a few moments. All right, so we just unbundled 10 into 10 ones so that we could subtract our 6. Now we have enough ones to subtract our 6 ones. Let's go ahead and cross them out together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. We've subtracted our 6 ones. How many ones does that leave us with? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left us with 8 ones. All right, now I'm ready to move on to the tens place. How many tens am I subtracting? This is our number that we're subtracting, right? We've already subtracted our ones place. Now we're moving on to the tens place. What digit is in our tens place? A 5, yes. So we're going to subtract 5 tens from the tens place. We've already you might get confused thinking that we've already subtracted one. Remember, this is one we've unbundled, so it doesn't count towards our subtraction. So we've subtracted 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So we subtracted our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. How many tens does that leave us with? 1 10, yes. All right, and how many hundreds? Are we subtracting any hundreds first? We are not subtracting any 100s. So how many hundreds are left here for us? 1. So the answer to 174 minus 56 is 118. All right, here's our last problem that we're going to work on together. Go ahead and write our problem and our hundreds, tens, ones chart on your whiteboard. The problem is 136 minus 57. I'll give you guys a few moments to copy this onto your whiteboard. All right, so what should we do first with this problem? We should draw out our whole, or our 136 in our hundreds, tens, and ones charts. I'm going to go ahead and do it on my paper. You guys go ahead and do it on your board. All right, I showed my 136, my 100, my 3 tens, 1, 2, 3, and my 6 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. All right, next we're going to start subtracting. We always start subtracting from the ones place. Here's the number that we're subtracting. In the ones place, we have a 7. So we'll subtract 7 from the ones place. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the ones place, and I need to subtract 7. I don't have enough right now to subtract the 7 that I need. What can I do when I don't have enough? Yes, I can unbundle. So I'll go ahead and take one of the 10s, bring it over to my ones, and in its place, draw 10 ones. All right, so we unbundled that 10, and in its place put 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I definitely have enough ones to subtract my 7. Let's go ahead and cross out our 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I subtracted our 7 ones. I'll give you guys a few moments to catch up if you need it. All right, let's see how many ones we were left with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We were left with 9 ones. All right, I've solved our ones place. Now I can move on to solving the tens place. Let's take a look up at our number that we're subtracting. In our tens place, we have a 5. So I know I'm subtracting 5 tens from our tens place. I only have 2 tens left now in my tens place. So I don't have enough to subtract our 5. What can I do when I need more tens? Yes, I can unbundle from the hundreds. And I'll go ahead and draw out, instead of a 100, I'll draw out 10 tens. Great. So now we have more tens, right? We have enough to subtract our 5. Let's go ahead and cross out 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how many tens that leaves us with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Left us with 7. And I don't have any more hundreds now. So the answer to our problem of 136 minus 57 is 79, yes. Great.